Thanks very much, Preet. It's really great to be back at the ARC in person after a couple of years of hiatus. So, um, Maulik Patel, I'm with Dow. I'm a senior director. I'm leading Dow's digital manufacturing acceleration program. And I'm also leading the run and maintain organization within the operations IT/OT team at Dow. A little bit about Dow. Our ambition is to become the most innovative, customer-centric, inclusive, and sustainable material science company in the world. So Dow's portfolio of plastics, industrial intermediates, silicones, and coatings delivers broad range of differentiated science-based products and solutions to our customers in high-growth market segments such as packaging, mobility, infrastructure, and consumer applications. Dow's global scale, we have 106 manufacturing sites in 31 countries. 12 innovation centers. Our 2021 annual sales was $55 billion. So you can see the footprint here, and the things that I'm going to talk about, it's kind of figuring out how do we implement the digital technologies in this global footprint. As it relates to this topic, I'm going to talk about the digital manufacturing acceleration program, which is really part of the overall digital Dow strategy, which is designed to improve our employees and customer experience. So by implementing digital technologies and the corresponding work process optimization, we are committed to improve reliability, our safety, and also the productivity of our sites and the assets. So the investment that Dow is making here in this digital journey is expected to make direct contributions to the value case that we have put together, both towards the growth and productivity. So what we are really going after when it comes to growth is to have increased capacity, so make more pounds, run your asset better, make more pounds with what you have without making additional investments, and then significantly improve product supply reliability. Well, what does that mean? Make and have what your customers needing and make sure you deliver to them when they're expecting. And then go ahead and contribute towards cost reduction. So reduce the cost for materials and supplies, significantly improve the way we do the maintenance and operations, so improve those workflows, and by doing that, overall increase labor productivity. So there's a lot expected from the investment that our company is making, and the question is, how do you go about doing that? So we are starting first with deploying what we call foundational enabling capabilities. So if you look at the bottom rung of the slide on the left, the first thing that we are doing is implementing a central data repository, what's called integrated data hub, that's fully secure, scalable, reliable, and cost-effective. And that's just not for manufacturing, but for the entire company. The second really critical element for our foundational capability is, again, secure, scalable, reliable, and cost-effective private cellular network that covers our plant floors regardless of where it is. And then once you have the connectivity, then you enable the mobility that's needed to access information in the plant. We are putting tremendous effort in cleansing, harmonizing, and organizing our asset data so our colleagues in the field can intuitively access information that they're looking for. So whether it's pulling up maintenance order or the MRO parts required to perform the maintenance, or you want to pull up historian trends to see how the asset's performing, or you want to look up an engineering drawing. All information is available right in their hands when they need it, where they need it. Why? To make informed and intuitive and timely decisions right in the field. So how do we go about doing that? So that's when you go up and we have deployed what's Dow's Connected Worker platform. You've heard a lot here in the ARC conference about the concept. We are calling this thing CFP, or Connected Field Professional, a true mobility platform that runs on a Windows and Android devices. And our environment requires hazard classified devices, so the burden's a lot higher for us to deploy that platform. So once you have that, think about it as a centralized platform to launch applications that enables us to perform our operations and maintenance. So things like digital procedures, rounds, and inspections that are fully digitalized that you can go out and perform in the field. To analytics through manufacturing insights, so things like process automation, health index, to LOPA dashboards that allows us to work safely from a process safety perspective, with an overall intent to reduce unplanned event and run our assets efficiently throughout the plants. Those are the plant-specific implementations. I'll describe the scale of it because it's important, because each one of those things that I just described has to be implemented at every plant within Dow. And then we also have done a site-wide deployment. So think about more like one-time deployment for the entire site, regardless of the plant. So a lot of aggregation of the data for parts availability, for instance, to understand where you are from an MRO perspective, to perform maintenance, and then the mobile maintenance planning as well, also on the mobile platform. We are also uplifting the infrastructure and the way we run our analytical labs and that workflow. And really, really big part of the whole one-time solution required for end-to-end cost management when it comes to contractors. So you have full visibility to the supplier performance and how they're doing, better management of billing, and all the way up to contract compliance, plus making sure that we're eliminating all the contract leakages. So that's a big part of our overall solution to manage how we run operations or maintenance. So everything that I described is no longer a strategy or a concept. If you can see on the right side of the slide, we have many plants within North America, Europe, and Asia Pacific that's being implemented with this capability. And once we have that, we are learning a lot. We are tweaking the information that's needed to continuously enhance the way we manage our assets. Just some numbers. This is end of year last year, but so this is only from our North American implementation, but we have converted and executing significant amount of digital procedures in the field, lots of manufacturing insights, dashboards implemented, the coverage of our wireless across the sites, that's pretty impressive on that private LTE network. And also at the top right, the lot of different data, different data that is coming together for us to then harmonize and then give it to the hands of the people who are using it. Again, the central point of this entire thing is to keeping that employee at the forefront, who is actually using the information to make decisions in the field. So it's always from a perspective of that employee. So where we are right now, real quick, the release 1 of the core build of the entire solution that's implemented. MVP basically is up and running. The core infrastructure, which is really, really critical for us to enable the connectivity and mobility, is up and running. Security is a huge part of our architecture. It's at the forefront. We cannot bypass any of that stuff. So think about securing the network at the periphery, securing the application, hardening the devices and the data. Super critical. It's role-based, so that we can go ahead and turn it on. You switch from a geography to geography. The data privacy rules are different. GDPR comes into play if you go to Europe and things like that. So, but that we have that. And then mobilizing the work execution. You'll hear from the other guests here in a minute, but they're trying to solve similar problem. But we do have that Windows and the Android device, so it's compatible. We have different use cases for depending on what the type of work that you're doing. And then we are continuing to go ahead and focus on enhancing the applications, right? So next generation of value-focused capability and more integration with the operations workflow. Um, all those things that you're seeing on the right, the productivity gains, increased reliability and asset utilization, and reducing the rework is really a big part of it. We have specific use cases about improving the safety through the digital procedures and data quality, which actually enables the entire solution to work here. The value case is formally reported by Dow, so we can zoom in to see what specific categories that is causing the downtime, and how is this particular solution actually helping to reduce that, and we are going to continue to make sure that it is driving towards the two things that I talked about. One, increasing the capacity and running our asset better. If it's going down, we want to fix it and fix it quicker, and make sure that we are making more product from that asset and selling it to increase the revenue. And then significantly improve the way we work through the productivity improvement is really much bigger part of the value case. So that's my presentation, a quick journey for the Dow's digital effort and how it relates to this topic.